Hello, hello, good morning, good people, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you're listening from. I'm Brittany Johnson, the, founder of Kitties of Kingston. Ghost, stop moving. And this is Ghost. And Sharon, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Sharon.
Animal rescuer.
Animal
extraordinaire.
rescuer.
So we're gonna be okay, never mind. Talking with Sharon today about how she got into animal rescue, what it's done for her in life, and whatever else comes up. So Sharon,
Yes.
how did you get into rescuing animals?
Oh my gosh, I got into rescuing animals from I was young because I had a mother who was very passionate about animals. So I was raised to always be compassionate, empathetic, and always help them because they have nobody else. And it started from there.
Do you remember your first rescue?
Oh no, I don't, because I think my first rescue was a dog. Yes, a dog.
A dog?
A
Do you
dog.
remember what you named the dog?
I think I named the dog. Oh my gosh, what was her name? I cannot remember her name. It was a girl from the stables that I worked at.
I think I remember my first rescue. I think it was either a kitten or a bird from school. No. Yes, at Andrews. I think it was a kitten that somebody had locked in one of the school lockers. And they called me because they knew I was an animal person, and I got her out and took her home. I don't remember what happened to her, but if she was with me, she was safe. So
That's the thing. Shelly. Shelly was her name.
oh gosh.
She was a dog I rescued from the stables who was getting sick from drinking the thick water.
Oh.
And I was like, I can't bring her back there. And then one of the people that worked at the school was like, you have to bring her back. I want her. She was mine. I found her. And I was like, no, because she's just going to keep dying. She's just going to keep getting sick. And it doesn't make sense. So I went, took her when she got sick, and then came back and told him that she had died. And then brought her home, where she lived a very happy life.
What kind of dog was she? Caribbean Terrier?
Caribbean Terrier.
Okay.
I don't like to use the other word.
The other word, the M word?
The M word.
No, we don't use that word.
No, I don't like it.
So can you tell us about one of your more recent rescues? I know you can't rescue like right now because of health issues, but when you were still rescuing, can you tell us like one of your more exciting rescues?
Russell.
Russell, which one is that again?
Russell was rescued recently from Russell Heights. He was at no one's, but has now since been adopted.
Mm-hmm. What happened to him?
He was this tiny little puppy, could hold in my cousin's hand, and was, the only way to describe him was he was a bag of bones.
Oh God.
And we got him there. And got him to Noah's through Montego Bay Animal Haven and got him well, and now he's been adopted by my friend Tiffany.
Nice.
And her mommy. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you have pictures?
I do.
We can show some pictures. What's my next question? Oh, can you tell us about your affiliation with Montego Bay Animal Haven, how you met Tammy, etc., etc.?
I met Tammy through a friend of mine who passed away, who was an animal advocate. Her name was Carlene. And I came across Montego Bay Animal Haven through her. Yeah. And then one day just decided to go and visit and to carry donations down and meet Flip. Flip was the one I wanted to meet.
I love Flip.
Flippy was my reason for going down. Met Flip and Maxie, those two. Mm-hmm. And I've been with Montego Bay Animal Haven ever since. As a advocate for them, as a person going around getting donations, begging for bleach, food.
Bleach?
Bleach is the thing, man. Bleach and newspaper. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then that became my charity of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's my next question?
And then started working for them because I just think they're amazing. They do amazing work.
How do you collect donations?
Good old begging.
Good old begging.
Good old begging. We need, please give. We need, please give.
And what is the main thing that the donations go towards?
Food.
The monetary donations.
The monetary donations, I believe, I'm not 100% sure because I don't affiliate with that part. I don't
Yeah.
deal with that section. But I know that it goes to vet care
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
because
The
the vet
majority of my donations, like 90% of the donations goes
towards vet
bills
care, yeah,
and boarding.
and boarding, you
And
know,
the rest goes to like food and
and food, and yeah, that comes after
transportation
food
and
and transport and all the other stuff. And fosters, we need fosters.
oh yes.
Fosters are
Yes.
key.
Oh gosh.
Not me. I'm a major foster fail.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
No, I can't foster anymore.
Can't foster.
No. But I can't foster anymore because I currently have 6 cats. No, but you beat me though. You had like 15 at one point or 22?
And 22 at one point.
22 puss. Imagine 22 puss in one house. Jeez on please.
Was not
Yeah.
happy. Was not pleasant.
No. I had 10. The most I've ever had was 10. I'm down to 6 now. And 6 is like a good number. I can foster a kitten if I know that there's a home that it's going to. Or if it's like one kitten and it's like really young, then I know I can find a home for it. But if it's like a grown cat,
We say that's where we
Or-
differ.
you prefer to
You
foster a grown cat?
no. You can rehome.
Oh yeah. No, I'm good at rehoming.
For me, I cannot rehome. Doesn't matter how wonderful the person is
You
or
have
how
to keep
wonderful
them?
I know the person is. I come up with a million reasons why that person is not good enough for that cat.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, we're the opposite.
Yeah.
If I can pause it, Brianna. What? So I know that you have or had a 26-year-old cat.
Yes,
Can you tell us about him?
Willow.
Her?
Willow.
Her?
Willow was my vet had gotten some kittens and she called me and said, I have a cat for you. Like, she wasn't my vet at the time. We were going
Which
to
vet
the
was
same
that?
school, Dr. April Miller.
Oh.
We went to high school together. And she said, I have a cat. And I said, you want it? I said, yes, because that was actually the very first cat that was mine. And mine alone. That's Cinder, but she's not going to
Hi,
come.
Cinda.
Willow was a jet black cat with green eyes, and she was what you would call a hunter, and she only liked me. And she used to be able to, I spent more times rehabilitating chicken hawks than anything else because she was a master at catching chicken hawks. How she did it without getting injured, beyond me. And right up until she died, this is I love telling this story because
listeners.
age does not discriminate. I had 2 younger cats, Sylvester and another one, I can't remember his name. And I put the 2 of them in the bathroom to catch a little mouse I got in the house. Now Willow at this stage now was 26 and she was no longer just black, she was gray and black because she was old.
Yeah, that's very old for a cat.
Very old, and she had got broken her hip one time, so she had a limp, and she was blind and slightly deaf, and she was real rickety, what you call a real rickety cat. And so my cousin and I put the 2 younger ones in the bathroom to catch the mouse, and we waited, and when we opened the door, they were sitting up on the bathtub ledge staring at the mouse.
What?
The mouse came running out of the bathroom, and Willow just took her paw and she just went
Bam.
wham right on top of the mouse. And then he got away again, and then she used her other paw and she went wham and caught him again, picked him up, and slowly made her way outside with the mouse and killed it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's like Nina. I had a cat called Nina. She's actually my sister's cat. But whenever there was something in the house that need not be in the house, like if there was like a lizard in the bathroom or a mouse or something, I just said, Nina, come here. I threw her in there. 2 minutes later,
2 minutes later, she's getting it.
Done.
Yeah.
the job was done.
I miss Willow because these other cats now, I think they're like, no.
They're highfalutin.
Yeah.
Watch him. Look at him.
Yeah. We don't need to just dirty our paws. We get food. We don't need to
Soft
do this.
food, hard food,
Yeah.
any kind of food.
So yeah, Willow was my first. Then Sylvester. I don't know. I was raised to love cats and dogs, but I find, and I love them all. I love all animals,
Me too.
but I love cats more. I
Me
tend
too.
to, yeah.
I only realized that I was more a cat person since starting rescuing and having so many of them. I think the main part of why I prefer owning cats is because they're easier. Like with dogs, I love dogs, but I don't have to walk my cats. I don't have to pick up his poop. I don't have to bathe them. You know, they're just such easy animals, and they give you all the love and all the support when they're ready.
When they're ready.
When they're ready.
Yeah.
You know what too? I also love the disdain that cats have for us, because I don't want you on me 24/7.
Yeah.
The dog is on you 24. I love dogs, but if I have a dog,
I
it has to be an
love,
outside
yeah.
dog.
If I love dogs, but I gravitate towards cats more.
Yeah.
Love them more. Yeah.
I rescue any dog.
Yeah. Well, you know,
If
there's
y'all
a
need dog to be
saying.
rescued,
Yeah, and there's a saying all over Instagram and Facebook, I think, where you see a meme of a cat and a dog, and the dog is like, "Oh, he loves me."
Yeah, I know
He
it.
hugs. Yeah. He must be
The
God.
difference between cats and dogs is that dogs think he pets me, he loves me, he gives me food, he must be God. And cats think he pets me, he loves me, he gives me food,
I must be God.
That describes them
To a T.
perfectly.
Yeah. And talk about vindictive. Oh, they're so
Oh my
vindictive.
gosh.
But so sweet.
So, my next question is, what has been your most challenging experience? What has been your most challenging experience since rescuing? I guess in your adult age.
When it comes to rescue, getting people to willingly turn over their animals.
Oh, okay.
As much as it is to go out and chase down a dog, I find that is easier than convincing somebody it would be in
To
the
give up
animal's
their
best
animal.
interest to give it up, because
Yeah.
it's not getting the treatment or the care that it needs, you know, whether they're abusive or whether they just can't afford it. It would be for the animal's best interest to just turn it over.
Yeah.
That I find is the hardest. Chasing down an animal and running after them,
That's not the.
that's
yeah.
not the hard part.
Once you have on the right shoes and the right clothes.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
the
that
right
hard.
people with
And the
everybody
right
around
people,
to catch
and
them.
a rope and a crate
And a towel.
and a towel
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Yeah.
and a big enough car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the easy part.
Yeah.
The part I've found the most difficult is raising donations. Like, there's never enough money. Never enough money.
There will
The
never.
amount of money I've spent out of my own pocket is ridiculous. And I'm not going to stop, because if I can help, I want to help. But geez,
Well, I feel
It's
the same
so
way.
much.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And the vet bills keep getting higher and higher
and
because,
higher and higher and higher. Even though we get our discount at JSPCA, it's still
yeah. I mean, even though I have my vet works with me, it's still difficult. It's still difficult. So, you know, that's it. Donations is key, but it is the hardest thing to come by. But you do have some people, I don't want to categorize them into one thing, because you do have the ones that will help no matter what. And it doesn't matter how little,
yeah.
how hard life has been for them, they will donate.
Like Rachel.
Yeah.
Remember Rachel?
Yeah.
She just have a baby and she still donates. She tries to donate every couple months.
See?
Whenever she can. Like,
Yeah.
She's not here anymore, so she's not able to help. She's in another country and she's still
And what I loved about
Nice.
Rachel is when she was leaving Jamaica, she took all of her fur babies
animals.
with her.
It was
Yeah.
like 5 cats and a dog.
Yeah, and pregnant, big and pregnant, and she still was not
She
leaving here
went through
without
it.
her babies. Yeah.
Yeah. Rachel is a special one. Big up Rachel.
Rachel,
Big up Rachel.
you're amazing, because I'm hearing so much horror stories of people having to migrate and they just
And they
leave their
behind.
animals.
They don't
Yeah.
even try. Oh, one thing I do want people to know is that it is possible, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to take your animals with you if
Yeah.
you do have to.
And it's not as difficult as you think it probably
it was
is.
once upon a time, but now it has
It's
gotten
easier.
much simpler.
And this part is a little bit more difficult. You can now bring your animal back to Jamaica. The process is a little longer, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, and it does.
Yeah.
It's not going to have to sell your liver.
Exactly.
To bring your animal back.
Exactly.
So tell me something that you would like people to know more about, like the lesson you'd like to leave behind when it comes to animals in Jamaica specifically.
That's That's a difficult question.
All right, give me like your top three. The first three things that come to your mind. Well, the first thing that came to my mind is that I want people to know more about JSPCA because I've met so many people. People will DM me and they'll be asking what can I do for this animal. I just said, and I will tell them take it to JSPCA. It's affordable. It's central. You know, they can help. They'll help even if you have a financial crunch. And a lot of people are like, so what is JSPCA? Like, what do you mean? What is JSPCA? I've known JSPCA since I come out of my mother's womb.
Yeah, a lot of people
And
don't know.
They don't advertise themselves enough. So I want everybody in Jamaica to know this place and the amazing work that they do and the fact that they will help you even if, you know, it's something that they feel like they can't afford. JSPCA will do what they can do to help.
Yeah, they will. You just have to let them know so that they can work with you. And once they know the situation and you explain yourself and you tell them the truth, they will work with you.
They will. And they're not going to see an injured animal or a hurt animal or
and
a
not
sick
try to
animal
help.
and not try to help.
Yeah.
So, what's your top three?
Donations, as you say. I'd love for people to donate more. And it doesn't have to be monetary. You know, whatever. Fostering. I'd love to see more people stepping up to fostering because that would help so much. It would help us to cut down on costs at the vets.
The boarding costs.
Yeah, the boarding costs. I'd love to see more people. When you see an animal injured or hurt, even if you don't want to pick it up, don't drive away and leave it because 9 times out of 10 when we go back, we can't find them. So stay with them until we get there if you don't want to pick them up. You know, but don't drive away.
Take a picture at least or
take a picture at least or
video.
Call for help first, see how quickly we can reach and then leave because when those animals disappear sometimes you never find them.
Yeah.
So, and to just be aware, man, they're on the road as well through no fault of their own. Just don't go out of your way to hit them. Don't go out of your way to speed. Just help. It's very distressing. And cats are not as evil as everyone is making them out to be.
No, they're amazing.
Poor cats. They get
They're
such
not
a bad
thieves.
reputation.
They're not thieves. They're just hungry.
No, they're just hungry, like everybody else. If you as a human being, you're hungry, you're going to try and find food. One way or another, you're going to find food. And
cats are more agile than dogs, so they're more able to jump up on your windowsill and eat your pie.
exactly.
It's not that they're inherently thieves.
But if they were well looked after, they wouldn't be thieves, I think, in my opinion.
Spay and neuter. I know that's in your top three.
Yes, definitely spay and neuter. You cannot get me to talk about that enough and to educate people on that process because you do have the ones who just generally don't know. And then unfortunately you do have the ones who do know but are stuck in some antiquated mentality of
That it's evil.
that it's bad, it's evil, it's, my dog's personality is going to change.
All of those are myths. Your dog or your cat is not going to get fat just because they're spayed and neutered.
Yeah, your dog or your cat is
dog-
not going to lose.
Your dog is not going to all of a sudden become lethargic. Your dog or cat is not all of a sudden going to have
They're not going to be
complete
lazy.
switch in their personality. They'll be the same. Same dog, same cat, same energy, same weight, same everything. The only thing that will change is if you change. If you change how you feed them or if you change how you raise them or socialize them. That's the only way that they're going to change.
I have one
can
more
you-
to add to that.
Can you... Oh, go on.
And not all dogs are not born aggressive. They're not just going to jump up one day and start biting. They're not born aggressive. They're taught to be aggressive, and they're taught by who?
Their owners. Their
Exactly.
humans.
So when you teach a dog to be aggressive and you don't maintain the proper structure and facility for them to be inside where they can't get out, problems are going to arise, and then everybody points a finger. Oh,
It's the
dog!
breed.
It's the dog! It's the breed! That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
It doesn't matter what the breed is. If the dog is well socialized, taught to be around humans, taught to be around other animals, then the dog will be just fine. If the dog is kept inside and not allowed to socialize with other people, not allowed to socialize with other animals, doesn't know what it is to be a dog,
Then
and then all of a sudden some stranger comes and approaches it and then there's an accident, that's not the dog's fault, that was the owner's fault.
And I was told by my cousin who sent me a thing. There's a difference between reactive aggression as opposed to, I can't remember. But there's a difference between reactive and a dog that's just aggressive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
you need to know the difference.
I mean, pause it, Brian. Okay, so can you tell us the importance of spaying and neutering, like the health aspects behind it?
Well, first off, we don't promote breeding. Let me just start with that. So I believe in neutering. Your castration for the male dogs is key.
Yeah.
And it helps them to cut down on testicular cancer for the male dog. Because if you have a dog and he's not going to procreate, then it becomes an issue after a long period of time. Some dogs have issues, and it's better and healthy for them to neuter them. It also stops them from wanting to leave the yard to go and find a lady dog.
A lady dog.
I mean, it sounds better than,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. As for the female dogs, you must spay them because they have a thing called pyometriosis that females will get in their uterus where it fills up with pus, and it's a very bad, painful, slow death for the females. So it's always better to neuter. Safer.
Spay.
To neuter and spay.
Yeah.
It's safer. It's safer for your animal and better health all around.
And also,
Cats as well.
yeah, same for the cats. And also, what I normally tell people is that when they're not spayed and neutered, they want to roam because they want to find lady dogs and
Male dogs.
and male dogs, gentleman dogs. So with that comes the fighting. When they're trying to fight to get to the lady dogs or lady cats and the gentleman cats. And with that comes the transmission of diseases. So not a lot of people know, but cats and dogs can get a lot of the diseases that we get.
Yeah.
But they get them, even cancer, they get them through sexual intercourse. So cats and dogs can get herpes, cats and dogs can get HIV, they can get leukemia, they can get cancer, they can get
But
a million other TVT.
yeah,
all
but
of these
you
things.
can't just walk into a pharmacy and pick up an over-the-counter drug to give your animal.
Please
'cause
don't do that.
Not, and I say this because it has happened. Not all of our drugs can the feline and the canine.
It will make
Take.
them sick.
It will make
and
them very,
they-
very
they
sick.
can't get them in the same dosage. But
Yeah.
sorry, back to the diseases that they can catch. When they're not spayed and neutered, that causes them to want to roam, causes them to fight, and causes them to catch all these diseases that they can take back home and give to your other animals, and can cause a very painful, slow death for them. So to just avoid all of that,
Just
Spay and
neuter.
neuter.
Yeah, spay and neuter.
spay and neuter. And they'll be less inclined, or no, they won't be inclined at all to roam. So you have your pets at home. You won't
Yeah.
have to worry about them out on the road getting hit by a car or getting stolen or any amount of things that can
Yeah.
happen to them.
From you have a good enclosure and your fencing is done well, you'll be fine. Your animal will be there. You don't have to worry that you're going to come home and they're gone.
Hi, Moosh.
This is Moo Moo.
Ooh,
Mooshy.
Mooshy. Ooh, she's blind and deaf and sweet.
Even though I think it's selective hearing at times.
Selective hearing, like a cat.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Do you have any questions or anything else to add?
Just donate. Donations is key for us to be able to continue what we're doing. Without donations, we won't be able to.
So we will have all our donation details in the description, whatever it is on whatever platform you're watching this on. And our donations go primarily to vet care. They also go to boarding, food, transportation, and anything else that we could need. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Sharon, for being
Thank
our
you.
very, very first guest.
Yay!
And Mooshi and Ghost, even though
Thanks
Ghost
for
ran
having
away.
me, even though Ghost ran away.
Ghost
He's hiding
ran
over there
away.
by the tree.
Yeah. Mooshi, anything to say? No? Bark, bark. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.